Hey guys, welcome back to the biggest agricultural platform in Namibia known as Nduna Ngombe. I've been wondering what I should shoot because I've run out of ideas. I've hit, you can call it a creative block, call it that. I hit that because I really didn't know what to do. And then on top of that, you had the tragic news of one of my favorite South African rappers by the name of AKA being gunned down in Durban, which was quite a big shocker to me. So it's just been vibes, man. Really, that man's music has been there for me when I've gone through my bad times, when even people around me didn't know that I was going through some bad times and I was suffering. AKA's music, Mega, the Legacy, Bova, really carried me through. It really carried me through the good and the bad and always gave me hope to say, nothing is permanent. Tomorrow you're going to rise again. And yeah, nothing lasts forever. You're going to stand up tomorrow. There's one song's where Ego says that, always, I always know I'll be back on top. So in many of his songs, I think in Energy also goes says live mega super mega live long. I don't think it's Energy, but there's so many of those rhymes that he has said in his music that really carried me, man. And that's why I was a big massive AKA fan. Condolences to him, his family, friends, and all the megacies, man. All us, his fans, we're really grieving, but that's not what I'm here to talk about. Now, let me get officially into the video that I want to do today. It's talking about communal land farming. I'm very passionate advocate about communal land farming. I'm trying to see how we can improve the communal land farming because um, my family made a not so good decision to rather go back and go farm in the communal area, and knowing very well the situations like the red line, the lack of funding and all these things, they still took the decision to go back and go farm in the communal area. So let's get into that video. Let's get into this video on the biggest agricultural channel known as Duna Wengombe. Before I get into this video, I just want to remind you guys to hit that like button, hit that subscription button, and turn on the bell notification. And this episode will also be uploaded on the podcast. On the podcasting service of Don Lu Africa. That's where you can also listen to us there now. So let's get into this. In Namibia, there are two types of farming. One is commercial and communal, the second one. Commercial farming is for profit and is mostly commonly found in the southern Namibia. Commercial farming is also commonly found in the United States. Communal farming uses one piece of land and its resources to farm. Communal farming includes grazing, harvesting plants, and raising livestock. Communal farming began before Namibia's independence in 1990 and continues today in the northern part of Namibia. Along with the majority of the Namibian population, the majority of the cattle of Namibia are located in the northern communal regions. Unfortunately, the Namibian government has declared a red line separating the north and the southern part of the country. This line has been set to prevent the spread of disease between the two halves. The northern region tends to have less animal health care, leading to spreading of disease. Meat products can only be exported from the southern to the north, but not vice versa. So it means meat from Namibia can be slaughtered here and can be sold in the northern part, but meat from there cannot be sent this side. And that's part of the reason why we are fighting up. That's part of the reason why many farmers are fighting to have the red line removed, or to have the red line being destroyed, or completely being made to disappear in courts with the AR movement. It's because of these issues. Namibia has the potential to become a powerful producer of meat products due to the high volume of cattle, goats, and sheep that are located in the northern region. The only obstacle that is preventing this from happening is the red line. To do this, Namibia must first increase the availability of animal health care and then improve the knowledge of animal health care in the northern regions. Next, a controversial topic in Namibia, the commercial farm movement. I believe here should be an increase in commercial farms. Commercial farms have been proven to be more efficient and productive. The United States began farming in a commercial situation, and struggled until it converted into commercialization. The techniques, knowledge, and technologies of commercial farming are reason for its success. Currently, 50% of the Namibian population depends on subsistence agriculture for their livelihood. Converting to commercial farming would create enough producers and animal products to feed families, sell at markets, and employ much of the unemployed population. I believe Namibia has the greatest economic potential, lying in the northern region. The government must take action to unlock its potential. Education of animal husbandry and healthcare should be encouraged in schools. Technologies must be incorporated into the farming techniques. The big question is, where will the money come from to fund this project? That's the big question. Hope government can get some of the grants and money. This information is from the ALES abroad, which is the ATM Agricultural Life Science Texas, the Texas A&M University. It's an article they wrote about the issues of the communal land. Now, here are some basic things we can look at boosting the communal areas. Develop high-yielding crops. Increase research into plant breeding, which take into account the unique soil types of Africa, is a major requirement. A dollar invested in such research by the CGIAR Consortium Agricultural Research Center is estimated to yield $6 in benefits. Boost irrigation. With the growth effect of climate change on weather patterns, more irrigations will be needed. Average yieldage in irrigated farms are 90% higher than those only irrigated by rain. Increase the use of fertilizers. As soil fertility deteriorates, fertilizer use must increase. Government needs to ensure the right type of fertilizers are available at the right price and at the right time. Fertilizer education lessens the environmental impact and analysis of such training programs in East Africa found that they boost an average incomes by 61%. Improve market access, regulations, and governance. Improving rural infrastructure such as roads is crucial to raise productivity and also reducing shipping costs and the long haul and reducing the shipping costs and the timing costs that perishable products are on the road. Meanwhile, providing reduction in food subsidies could raise agricultural outputs by 5%. 5. Make better use of information and technology. Information technology can support better crop fertilizers and pesticide selection. It also improves land and water management and provide access to weather information and connect farmers to source of credit. Simple giving farmers information about crop prices in different markets and has increased their bargaining power. This is what it can do. That's what it can help when we start using the information, such as our cell phones and so forth. Land reform ownership with productivity and inclusiveness in mind. Africa has the highest area of arid land, uncultivated land in the world. Yet most farms occupy less than 2 hectares, mostly in the communal areas. This results from poor land governance and ownership. Land reforms had mixed results on the African continent, but change that clearly define property rights, ensure the security of land tenure, and enable land to be used as collateral will be necessary if many African nations are to realize the potential of productivity in grains and in other forms of farming. Set up integration into agricultural value chain (AVCs), driven partly by the growth of international supermarket chains. African economies have progressively diversified from traditional cash crops into fruits, vegetables, and fish and flowers. However, lack of access to finance and poor infrastructure have slowed progress. Government support crucial to coordinating the integration of smallholder farmers into large cooperatives and groups may be needed in other areas that aid integration within the wider market. So those are some of the things that can be done trying to help the communal areas. I've said it, increasing animal health, particularly in the northern part of the country, minimizing outbreaks is another thing. Because right now, you're not allowed to move animal products like such as meat, milk, even manure from the northern side of the country to the southern side. They don't allow that. So also, I've also been told that you can't even move plant-based products like lucerne, for example. When you plant lucerne, fresh lucerne, to feed livestock, you're not allowed to move it from the northern side to this. Things such as hay and other products are not allowed to leave the northern side to enter the southern side. So I think with time or with a collective response from government to push funds and finances into the northern communal area to do things such as limiting the outbreaks of diseases, better improving animal health, better improving animal traceability, better improving how animal husbandry is done in those areas, can actually slowly but surely lead with time, maybe not now the next 5 or 6 years, to the complete removal of the red line. This is something that I'd love to see in my lifetime, but I know it will take time, and it will take a serious effort from government, of course. As I've said, it needs to come from the government, and it also has to come from the local farmers. They need to buy into it. But when the local farmers are not going to buy into this idea, it's like taking sugar and throwing it into a river and expecting to take a cup and scoop and drink sweet water, which would not be the case. So there needs to be a strategic strike with trying to get the red line gone. It needs to come from the farmers. They have to, of course, step up, improve animal health, and so forth. It needs to come from the government itself. They need to also step up in trying to fix all these things, so we can one day see a Namibia where we don't really have a red line, and we can actually unlock all this livestock we have, all this meat potential we have to really export it into bigger nations with bigger populations. But for now, I believe Namibia's meat industry and the agricultural industry of Namibia is a three-cylinder car. I mean, a two-cylinder car that's driving on one cylinder as we speak. So with that said, ladies and gentlemen, I just want to say thank you very much for watching this video and supporting me. And I just want to say, have yourself a good night. Bye for now.